Hello, I'm Liam.
And I'm Jessica,
I'm Fletcher.
And I'm Sam.
and this is our podcast about white-tailed deer.
The white-tailed deer, also known as the whitetail, is a medium-sized deer native to the United States, Central America, Canada, Mexico, and as far south as South America.
So to start off, one of the most frequently asked questions about white-tailed deer is how do white-tailed deer use their tail to help them survive? But first of all, we should talk about the adaptations the deer poses. The white-tailed deer has many adaptations to help it survive in the wilderness and the harsh conditions they will sometimes face. The white-tailed deer are named for what would be one of them.
To answer the question, the white-tailed deer is used for the whitetail is used for two main things. It is used for communication and for escaping predators. The white-tailed deer use their tails to communicate by moving it in a certain motions. They can warn other deer, tell other deer the danger is gone, or tell other deer to run, and many other signals.
The whitetail on these deer can also confuse predators who are chasing them. When the deer is running, the predator hones in on the whitetail. As the deer runs, it moves its tail, and this causes the predator chasing the deer to have to turn much more than it has to. It ultimately makes the predator tired and confused. The whitetail deer's tail is useful and important to them.
The whitetail on these deer would be a physical adaptation of the animal to help it survive and communicate in the wilderness.
Another behavioral adaptation of the white-tailed deer is
Deer simply move less during frigid temperatures to conserve much-needed calories, which can be the difference between survival and starvation. Nutritious food is scarce during the winter, and the deer's metabolism actually slows down significantly to help retain energy needed to keep the body warm.
Another thing that helps the deer conserve energy is their extremely strong leg muscles. The deer then do not have to put much effort into traveling or running.
The main habitats of the white-tailed deer include wooded areas, open fields, soybean fields, forest, and cornfields. Deer can be seen in large numbers in urban areas, but you are most likely to see the deer in the wild than in an urban area. This is due to a number of reasons, but the main reason for this is the amount of places to graze, the sound of urban areas, and the fact that deer are out in the open, which makes the deer feel like they are in an unsafe area. Although we are starting to see deer that are more comfortable in urban areas as well as better adapted.
Now that we have explained how they survive and conserve energy, we are going to tell you about how they get that energy.
White-tailed deer aren't very picky when it comes to eating. Also, these deer are mostly nocturnal grazers, so they'll probably are going to take whatever they can find. The white-tailed deer's diet consists of grass, fruits, nuts, twigs, fungus, and basically any other type of plant that won't harm them. The diverse appetite of these deer is extremely important when it comes to survival.
Deer, like most animals, are attracted to places with a large amount of water. You will generally see more deer near a body of water than places without. A nearby body of water will form much of a nutrient-rich environment for all life in that area. There would be far more plant life for the deer to consume, which would attract more deer to the area.
White-tailed deer have a better chance of surviving to an older age than most animals do. Although this is true, deer have a small female-to-offspring rate, and the species survival depends on the deer's ability to survive to a mature age. The most common occurrence is for female deer to have two offspring in a year. The fawns are born between April to June and are born with their eyes open as well as completely furred.
Deers have continued to adapt to human-made changes in the environment, whether good or bad. The white-tailed deers will most likely have to continue to adapt to this always changing world, but for now they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves.